I want to play this. This is something else. Hold on. Here is Tua Tagovailoa goes off on his former head coach, Brian Flores. Here is your defensive coordinator, by the way, who's been embroiled in quite a few scandals. He's made a lot of enemies over his years. And then in that time, it was how dare they not hire this guy? He's a super genius, which I think is the whole thing. Is he's supposedly a super genius? Which, by the way, here's the problem with super geniuses: they never stay super geniuses. The NFL evolves, and then the super geniuses go into the bin. He was a quote unquote super genius kind of a long time ago, and for a brief period of time. And here is what the former quarterback of that team, when he was a head coach, had to say about him.
Can you explain to us the difference in practical terms between having a coach who did believe in you the way that he did and the difference between that and what was happening with Flores?
Yeah. Well, to put it in simplest terms, if you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right. And then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this. Like, you are accurate, you are the best whatever, you are this, you are that. Like, how would it make you feel listening to one or the other? You see what I'm saying? And then you hear it, regardless of what it is, the good or the bad. And you hear it more and more, you start to actually believe that. I don't care who you are. You could be the president of the United States. You have a terrible person that's telling you things that you don't want to hear, or that you probably shouldn't be hearing. You're going to start to believe that about yourself. And so that's sort of like what ended up happening. And it was, I mean, it's basically been 2 years of training that out of not just me, but a couple of the guys as well that have been here since my rookie year all the way till now.
We all had the same reaction to that, was to notice how awkward and uncomfortable Chris Cody was in his short shorts on the middle of that couch sitting next to Tua.
Who picked the middle for me?
Who picked shorts?
You did. You picked the middle.
Anyways, I don't need to hear about that, and I didn't notice, fortunately, that I didn't notice that. Look, Vikings fans, I hate to pile on here because things are brutal for you and your fan base right now, and I think you acknowledge that. This sucks. I mean, I don't care. Listen, you're a team that just had Zimmer as your head coach. Everybody said Zimmer was a great defensive mind, but he was a jagoff that treated his players like crap. Tua Tagovailoa is saying in no uncertain terms that he was told by his head coach Flores that he doesn't belong there, that he's no good. That's his leadership style? That's your DC. How long do you think that's going to go? By the way, this is year 2. So guys are already starting, I'm assuming if he's the same guy, starting to develop a distaste for him. So we're talking about maybe 2025, you guys get your things together. How's the defense holding up at that point by year 3? As this guy's beating down their what do you call it? Self-esteem. I don't even know what it's called. I have so little. I'm just saying, maybe he's a new man now. Maybe he went off and, after he spent all his time suing everybody for discrimination and everything, maybe he's a new man now. And he's like, you know what? I made some mistakes and I'm going to be a friendlier, kinder type of guy. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case, but we will see.